Welcome. Today we are going to talk about where I think are the best investment opportunities in the CS2 market right now. Starting us off is what I'm not actually investing into. As you can see here, we have open just some of the popular expensive play skins. And as you can see, over the past 30 or even 60 days, a lot of them has been going up by 30, 20, some even more, like 60%. And exactly why I'm going to stay away from these. While this may seem as a good opportunity if they keep this growth, I don't think it's reliable that they are going to do so. On the other hand, a lot of them has been manipulated and they could be crashing or decreasing in prices. So that's why I'm going to stay away from these. I also have like my play skins that I'm using already, so I don't see reason for me to invest into these when there are other better investment opportunities. If you want some play skins or if you feel like this is good category and you want to invest into, a thing you should be careful about is you don't want to see graphs like these. This is the example of Let It Glass factor new, which been manipulated a lot. And if you see something like this increase by $100 in just one day, and a lot of these jumping increases in a short succession, when before it was doing pretty much nothing, you want to stay away from these. If you want to invest into some play skins, I would do so with discontinued skins from discontinued cases or from operations, which are like really good and that weren't manipulated like this or haven't increased in the prices heavily recently. I think these can be decent opportunity, but as I said, I'm gonna stay away from this. Next one are the agents, and as you can see, the agents are on all-time highs as well. For many of them, currently, the most expensive one is Sir Bloody Material at 190 euros, and even the cheapest ones are still more than 10 euros. If we look at the agent graph overall, we can see that it increased in 3 months by a double. And I don't necessarily think that they need to crash or that they are going to decrease. I think they're going to keep their value until, or unless Valve adds some new agents, which we don't know. But for this risk and after this increase, I think they're going to be stagnant for a bit, and therefore I'm not investing into this either. Moving on, we have the major sticker markets, and starting us off is the Shanghai sticker market. I think there are some pretty decent opportunity in this market still. Same goes for the Copenhagen. When we look at CS3, we can see these have been growing in the past 6 months really, really nicely. But I still think that some of these cases are quite, or capsules are quite undervalued, especially the Copenhagen ones, which are sitting at around 90% investing return. I think that these are going to catch up to the prices of the individual stickers that are in them to drop back to like 60-70 return, and I think these are pretty good opportunities. The holos, when we take a look at them, for example, in the Shanghai, are quite pricey already, but some of the glitters are still good opportunities, even though there's been a lot of investment into them and growth in them lately as well. And I'm going to be looking at the price of these. For example, the Rarathon, but there are some other. Here it's the Eternal Fire, for example, or the Vision Glitter that are like the good ones, or the Koi as well. And once prices of these decrease slightly, which I think they could in coming weeks and months, then I will be buying into these. For now, I'm gonna target the capsules because I think they are pretty good. And as I said, I think they are going to increase to catch up with the prices, especially the Copenhagen ones. These are my favorites out of these. Next one is the Austin sticker market, which I talked about in the last one, so you can check out that to get more in-depth thoughts on those ones, but I'm for now staying away from holos. I think the capsules are quite decent. I think there might be some opportunities with the foils and with the paper autographs as well. Moving on, we have the graphic design collection, which, as all of you probably know by now, it's getting discontinued. And the prices have grown after the announcement, but for me, I don't think this is as interesting of a collection. I think the most interesting skin here is actually the Deagle Stargate. I don't really like the CMYK op. I think it's not that good looking for the price tag you have on it. And I don't think there is going to be that much desire for this collection after the hype is over. So I'm not looking to invest into this as the price is already increased. If I would, it would be probably only for the deagle, as I think this is quite desirable one and look really good in the game. When it comes to the other Armory collection, though, I will be looking for the Sports and Field collection, especially for the lower tail skins, as you can get them quite cheap, and I think the prices will decrease even more now because they increased a bit after the announcement that some things are going to be discontinued, and now that we know that it is going to be discontinued sooner or later, I think it's good to pick up a lot of these lower tier skins, so you can trade them up easily to the M4 Fate, because it is kept to only minimal wear and factory new, so it doesn't matter which quality, if you have battle scarred filter seed or factory new of these you have, so you can just get a bunch of the cheapest ones you can get and you can haul to them. I'll be looking to do that in the coming months before this could potentially get discontinued or other collection will get discontinued and the prices will once again go up. Other things in the Armory are the stickers. We have the character craft stickers, which are getting discontinued soon as well. If you wanna buy into these, I think this is the best time, as the prices have now dropped after the announcement. I think they'll be down for the next like 2 weeks before they actually will get removed. And after removal, they will go up once again. So I think this is the best time to buy these if you want to do so. In long term, especially the Taste Buddy or something like the Flex will be really good, I think. The Googly Eye as well, but I think this is quite overpriced. So I wouldn't go into this one. I think the Taste Buddy is the best. And then there are some pretty decent blues like the Flex or the potentially the Ribbon Tie, Clown Nose, Quick Peak, Jumpers. Some of these quite decent. So if you can get them at the low prices, closer to what they were before the announcement, I think these could be good opportunities in the long term, but I think there's gonna be quite a lot of them as people have been redeeming them a lot right now. Other thing I'm looking to pick up in the next few months is the Elemental Craft Stickers. Same story pretty much as the Sports and Field collection. Now we know they are getting out, and I think these are better than the character crafts. That's why the character crafts are getting removed, because they were not as popular. The least popular items were removed, so I think the elemental crafts have also opportunities, whether it's the reds, it's the these purple electric stickers. The rainbow route is really good. The fire stickers, just the blue ones, are really good, as well as the lightning stickers, because there's a lot of crafts going on with them. So I'm planning to stock up on any of these. If I can get them cheap, I probably just put up a lot of buy orders and see what I can get. Another part of the armory are the charms, both the missing link and small arm stars. So far they have not been removed. Neither of them, both of the collections are staying. We'll see if there will be potentially new collection coming while these two still stay, or we will not get a change in this department. Maybe we won't get charms again. We don't know. It feels like Valve is still testing with these and sees how good they are, but I'm for sure planning to stack up on some of these. The red ones are the good ones. The Diamond Dog is really good as well. Some of these lesser ones I'm not a big fan of, especially in this collection. In the small charm collection, the free knives up here are really good, and the one I'm looking up at the most is the diecast AK, especially in the rare patterns, whether it's the reds, it's the gold, it's the blues. I think that these ones will be really good, even though there is quite a big supply of them right now, but I think that we won't get any other AK charm in the future, because like what would you do? You have pretty much all the colors you can get on this one, so there is nothing more to add. And therefore I think in the future this will be a really good investment. I'm preferring them much more than these knives. Maybe just my thing, but I do that. The semi-precious knife is quite decent. It's pretty much similar thing, but I think the diecast AK just looks better and fits a lot more skins. So that's the one I'm looking up to the most. The next thing we have in the armory is the gallery case, and I think this is the best time to purchase it, because as you can see, after announcement the prices jumped instantly and now it's going down, and I think right now in the like next week or two it will be the cheapest it gets. I think after, because I'm expecting it to get removed on the like anniversary of the armory, which is like 6th of 6th of October, if I'm not mistaken. So after that, I think the prices will be just going up, as there will be no more influx of these. I think it is the lowest it will get. So I think right now it's ideal time to get into these. And then once they get discontinued, I plan to purchase more of the fever cases. I hope their prices will go slightly lower to the prices it was around here. And then I'll be stocking up on these as well, because this is one of the most open cases, super popular. And once it gets discontinued with what's inside of it, it will be really great with the good knives, the good op, and overall a lot of popular skins. So I'll be stacking up on this in the upcoming months. And overall, I would invest in Armory into the stars as well, just to stock up in the stars, because now when we get a change, we know some things are leaving, so probably some things are going to arrive. I plan to instantly buy those and pretty much just quickly turn them onto the market and make quick profit from these. I think that's really good strategy to do when there are Armory updates. So that's what I'm looking to do. And the next category of items is the case market. I think case market is really good to invest into right now. Because the prices have been stagnating. When we take a look over the last 60 days, a lot of the prices are not moving much. A lot of them are down by a bit. Some are up, but usually not by much. Fracture case, for example, is the exception, as it's getting removed, or it got removed, and we know that. But other than that, mostly not much increase or slight decreases. And due to that, I think it's going to be pretty decent investment, as these are usually the safest investment, that they only grow most of the time, and the ones that are in the rare pool or discontinued pool are just getting their supply lowered, so the prices are just increasing. We expect more players towards the winter. Towards the Christmas, there's a lot of openings, so the prices will go up there. I plan to do a follow-up on this video where I talk more about the cases and which I'm investing into, which I think are the best ones. So if you want to know more about that, stay tuned and join me in the next one. And last thing I want to talk about are trade-up fillers. The one talked about a lot is the train collection skins. I think I'm not a fan of investing into these, because you need to hold 100, if not 1,000 of these somewhere in your inventory. And I think the prices went already up because of a lot of talk about how these are good investment. But I think the supply on these is just super big, and it's gonna take a long time until the natural demand for them increases. I think a lot of this is just investing demand, and therefore I'm deciding against investing into these. Another similar categories could be with the Inferno 2018 and Nuke 2018 collections, which could be removed soon. We don't know. We are getting a lot of new collections introduced lately, and when we take a look, they are the consumer grade trade-up fillers. So if it would happen, that these could be some decent investment, but as I said, not a huge fan of the trade-up fillers, so I'm going to be staying away from these. And when it comes up to these high-grade discontinued collections, like the Norse collection, which been shown that they are like great investment in long term, I think their prices have just went too much up lately. This is, for example, the Deagle Emerald Gunner, and as you can see on the graph, in the last 3 months, it more than doubled in price. So I think this has now shoot up so massively that we are not going to see that much of the growth, especially in categories like these, because like this is extreme. I think it's going to slow down, probably even drop a bit. Therefore, I'm missing out on these as well. That's everything from me for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.